Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. It's my pleasure time to be with you, gentlemen and girls. Today we are going to talk about mutual for mega goal. I want this syllabus is talking about mega goal. Unit 4, you are what you eat, and page 60 and 61. What I wanna from you, gentlemen and girls, to look at your book on page 60 and 61 and to follow this lesson. In this lesson, gentlemen, we are going to study learning various types of food, and we are going to read different types of paragraphs, learning the accidental food discovery. As you know, gentlemen and girls, we have accidental food discovery that make or do some business for people, and they change their life to be rich and tasty and healthy and rich people in the future when they do some accidental food discovery. Also here we have using different expressions of opinions. Okay, what is your opinion? Give me your opinion about something. Okay, like that, focusing on phrases for offering, accepting food and drinking. In this lesson, we are talking about this. Now, let's see the first slide, or the first one, or the first picture. What do you think, according to your opinion, what is that picture referring to what? What do you think? Where is the situation? And what do you think that pictures, what kind of food that pictures are? Okay, here we have this kind, we call this ice cream, and Bobscale, and this is chips. This is cookie, and this is ice cream cone. Okay, who discovered these kind of food? Who discovered it? And what about their life? Did their life change or not? Did they become wealthy, rich people or not? What is the changeable that they make for their life? Okay, here we have many questions here, gentlemen and girls. Who discovered the food? This kind of food. All of these kind of food, and there are many kind of foods. Okay, we cannot, or we don't have a time to offering here. Okay, but this kind of food that people discover it accidentally, they discover it accidentally, and they change their life totally. They change their life totally. They were poor and now they are rich by this discovery. We have a biggest stories about this kind of food. Okay, and we will listen to this kind of food later on the other slides, inshallah. When maybe 1993, 1990, whatever. Okay, or 1903 or 4 or 5. Who did they happen to discover it? How and what happened after they discover it? How and what? Okay, according to this, gentlemen and girls, we have here, as I told you, many stories. We have to listen to that stories, okay, about this kind of food. Then we will have many questions after finishing from this listening. Okay, what I want from you to open your books on page 60 and 61 and to listen to this and to follow the message here or the paragraphs in order to develop your listening activity and reading also. Please.
Pages 60 and 61.
Yes.
8. Reading.
Accidental food discoveries. Can you imagine a world without cool, creamy ice cream cones? Isn't it depressing to imagine life without chewy, delicious chocolate chip cookies? And who could get by without salty, addictive, crispy potato chips? Yet all these treats are fairly recent inventions that may never have come into existence if it weren't for lucky accidents.
Yes.
Have you ever enjoyed the cool...
We have a question here. Okay. Find 7 adjectives that describe food in the first paragraph. As you see here, we have many adjectives. For example, delicious, chewy, and addictive. Okay, we can see these cool, creamy, chewy, delicious, salty, and addictive, and crispy. Okay, All of these we call it adjective. I want you to underline these words and to find it in the dictionary. What is the meaning of it? Okay, can you find all of them in the dictionary, and can you pick up the meaning for these words? Okay, find it on the dictionary. You can search it by we call it smartphone. Okay, if you app store, or if you application, you have application for that. For example, Advanced Oxford Dictionary. Okay, this is a good dictionary that can help you and can give you many different meanings and many explanation in English to English. Okay, that I'm advising you to apply it. Okay, this one we call it Advanced Oxford Dictionary. Advanced Oxford Dictionary is good for you. Okay, by this way you can find these words, the meaning of these words. Okay, we have to move to the other slide. Okay, what is this one? What do you see this? This is talking about the discovery of this popsicle. Okay, we are talking about this one. Listen to it, please. And we have here to open it.
Pages 60 and
Here we have, I think. Yes?
The cool refreshment of a popsicle on a hot summer day?
Yeah,
If
popsicle.
so, you have an 11-year-old boy.
Yeah, this is talking about popsicle. Okay, please pay attention for that and focusing on the date and who discovered that. Who's discovered that and how old is he? You see here Frank, he's 11. He is 11 old boy. Who discovered that popsicle? Okay, listen please. Popsicle.
pages 6.
Yes.
Have you ever enjoyed the cool refreshment of a popsicle on a hot summer day? If so, you have an 11-year-old boy named Frank Epperson to thank. One winter day in 1905, young Epperson was making soda pop by mixing powdered soda and water. He accidentally left the mixing bucket outside with the mixing stick in it overnight. That night, the temperature reached freezing. In the morning, Epperson discovered that the fruit-flavored liquid had frozen to the stick. Although he tried and liked his invention, it wasn't until 18 years later that it occurred to him to turn his invention into a business. Epperson's children referred to this treat made by their pop as a popsicle. That name stuck and eventually became the official name. Today, popsicles are enjoyed by millions of people around the world. But
Yes.
Pages 6.
Yes, gentlemen and girls. As you see, popsicle here is a kind of ice cream. It is accidental food discovery. Okay, what he did? A boy, he is old, 11. He take a border of soda and mix it with the water and put it outside. At the night, the weather is cold. In the morning, he discovered that the soda with the water come frozen. Then he discovered it is like popsicle. Okay, then he made it and make a business from it. But after 18 years he do a business. Why? Because he tried more and more and more until he discovered the best way to make it good, and many people around the world they eat it as an ice cream. We call it popsicle. Here we have, find the word that refers to the thing that use a whole popsicle. We call it stick. Yeah, stick. Okay, stick, that one. We call this one a stick. Okay, he put it and it comes like that one. Okay, we have
Pages.
to move to the other one. Which one? Which is talking about ice cream with cone. Okay, in a cone. Okay, this is a good story. It's a mixture between two different cultures. Okay, from European culture and Arabian culture. Syrian people or Syrian man. Okay, mixed with cooperated with another person and to make ice cream with a cone. Let's see and let's listen to it.
Pages 6.
is an ice cream cone. If so, you enjoyed by millions of people around the world. But perhaps your dessert of choice on a hot day is an ice cream cone. If so, you should be glad for the unexpected event that brought two men together at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. An ice cream vendor named Charles Menches was doing such booming business that he ran out of bowls to put the ice cream in. The vendor next to Menches was a young Syrian immigrant named Ernest Hamwi. Hamwi was selling a Syrian treat called zalabia, a crisp, wafer-like pastry. Hamwi came up with a solution to Mensch's quandary. Hamwi rolled some of his warm pastry into a cone so that Mensch's could put ice cream inside. In that instant, a favorite international hot weather treat was born.
Pages 60.
As I told you, gentlemen and girls, we are talking about there is a mix between two cultures, from European cultures and Arab cultures, that Hammi is from Syria, and who can help this man to save the ice cream in the hot summer, because this is for pastry. Here we have pastry, here we have it to put it inside the ice cream inside it, then it could be good for people to eat it. Okay, we have to move to the other slide.
Pages.
What about this slide? It's talking about cookies. Okay, this is a housewife in the America. Okay, they make some cookies, chocolate with each other. Then she find cookies. Okay, let's see and listen to her.
Pages 60 and 60.
Today, popsicles are enjoyed by millions of people around the world.
Now,
But perhaps your dessert of choice on a hot day is an ice cream cone. If so, you should be glad for frozen treats. Some prefer the indulgence of delicious freshly baked goods, like chocolate chip cookies. These people should be grateful for an accidental discovery made by an American housewife in 1930.
yeah, 1930.
One day, Ruth Wakefield was making chocolate cookies when she realized she had run out of baker's chocolate. Wakefield decided to substitute broken up pieces of a chocolate bar she had on hand. She assumed that the small pieces of chocolate would melt and mix into the batter. However, after taking the cookies out of the oven, Wakefield discovered that the chocolate hadn't melted. Instead, there were little chips of chocolate throughout the cookie. Much to Wakefield's delight, the chocolate chip cookie proved to be a great success with her family and guests. Wakefield sold the recipe to the chocolate company Nestle in exchange for a lifetime supply of chocolate chips. It wasn't long before the chocolate chip cookie became a world-famous treat.
Yes,
But
we have to
if
stop here.
crunchy
Okay, here we have, as I told you, gentlemen and girls, it's talking about a housewife, American housewife in 1930. Discovered what? Her name word was make a chocolate cookies. When realized that run out, okay, that chocolate, okay, and she mixed it into the butter. However, after that, she take it cookies as a good cookies for her family and other, and she do some business from this kind of food. Okay, here we have a questions here. Okay, by the way, gentlemen and girls, okay, in the grammar section we talked about this one. We call it word phrases. Okay, and this is 3-word phrasal. Okay, phrasal verbs. Here we have, as you see here, we have run out of, adverb, particle, and verb, and preposition. And here we have 2. Okay, but this is in grammar section, but we have to go to the other section, which is referring to our syllabus today, or our lesson today is reading. Okay, here we have a questions here. Find the word in this paragraph that refers to a mixture you use to make something like cookies and cakes. Okay, where is it? Where? Which line? Can you find it, please? Can you open your book and see it? Where is it exactly? Which line? In which line we can find it? Where can I find it? I don't know where I can find it. Okay. Yes, it's this one. Do you agree? It's this one. Where is it? Oh, I didn't know. Where is it? Yeah. Let me read it again. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, this one. You see it? Mixed into the batter. Okay. This is the word like this one. Okay. This is about how can we use this accidental food discovery. Okay. Many people came, rich people, about this action. Okay.
Pages 60.
We have to come to the...
Pages 60
I
and
think...
60.
A favorite international hot weather treat was born. Of course, not everyone is a fan of frozen
Pages 6.
housewife in 19th baker's chocolate. Wakefield decided to substitute broken up pieces of a chocolate bar she had on hand.
Pages 6.
Hadn't melted. Instead, there were little chips of chocolate throughout the cookie. Much to Wakefield's delight, the chocolate chip cookie proved to be a great success with her family and guests.
This is
Wakefield
about the
sold
previous
recipe
one.
to the chocolate
It's not
company
coming until
Nestle
now.
in exchange for a lifetime supply of chocolate chips. It wasn't long before the chocolate chip cookie became a world-famous treat.
Okay, now.
But if crunchy, salty treats like potato chips are your preference, then you owe a debt of gratitude to a cranky chef and a picky diner who lived over 150 years ago.
When?
On August 24th, 1853,
George
Crumb was working as a chef in a restaurant
Yes.
when he became frustrated with a customer.
Yes.
The customer had repeatedly sent back his French fries,
Why?
complaining that they were too thick and soggy.
Yeah, thick and soggy.
Fed up, Crumb decided to teach him a lesson.
Yes, teach him a
Crumb
lesson.
sliced the potatoes as thinly as possible and fried them in grease.
Grease.
To Crumb's astonishment, the customer thought the chips were delectable.
Delectable.
They
Yeah.
became a regular item on the restaurant's menu and, in time, became a staple of the global fast food industry. Clearly, not all accidents are bad.
Yes.
Some have made our lives richer, sweeter, and tastier.
Yes, gentlemen.
Pages 60.
Yes, gentlemen. Would you please read the last line of your book? Okay. Here we have we see, you see here, they became a regular item on the restaurant menu and in time became a staple of the global fast food industry. Okay. Clearly not all, look at this. Clearly not all accidents are bad. When you did an accident in your home, for example, if you go to the kitchen and make some mix of kind of food or vegetables or whatever, then maybe you will discover something is new and this is will collect money for you and you will do some business from it. Okay, don't be shy or don't be hesitate about that discovery. You can do it more than 10 times, 30 times. It's up to you to do it. Okay, but you have to practice and practice and practice until you come to the fine and good result. But you have to do many food discovery. Okay, here we have some have made our lives richer. Yeah, some people, some people nowadays we can see a lot of people are richer, not exactly accidental food discovery, but with something else. But maybe you can discover food discovery that can make your life with healthy and wealthy and rich people, richer, sweeter and tastier. Okay, here we have, gentlemen and girls, we have a question here. Find two words in this paragraph that describe people. One means bad tempered, that a person who is a bad temper. According to this paragraph, what do you think that people, or what do you think that are a word that referring to a bad temper? What is it? In line 1 or line 2 or line 3, which according to your reading, which do you see that is referring to a bad temper? I think it's cranky. Look at cranky. Yes, it's cranky. Okay, cranky is the word that referring to the ones who is bad temper. Bad temper, it means that a person who doesn't accept, okay, or he changes his mind automatically. He is not stable in one case. He automatically changes his mind. Okay, what about the second question? And the other one means difficult to satisfy or please. Okay, what do you think? What do you think? I think the next one. Okay, here we have cranky chefs. He is like this man. He's referring and he's showing his face by gratitude with cranky. Also picky. You can say picky one. Here we have Picky Dinar, who lived in over 100 years ago. Okay, this is the synonyms of the other word, which is called it picky, sorry for that, and to satisfy or please. Okay, the other question is find word in a paragraph that means delicious. delicious. Okay, what do you think? That means sweet and tasty. What do you think that the word that can be here delicious? It has written here delectable. Yes, there it is. It is written here. We call it delectable. Okay.
Pages 60.
We have to move according to your opinion. I need your opinion, gentlemen and girls. Okay. By cross the reading stage or the cross the reading passage, okay, the first paragraph is talking about popsicle, okay, the second one talking about ice cream cone, and the third one about potatoes and crisps, and the last one which is talking about the cookies, okay. What do you think it took a person 18? Why do you think it take a person 18 years to turn his discovery into a business? Why that a long time for taking 18 years or 18 years from his age, okay, to do some business? Why didn't after 11, okay, when he discovered it, he can make a business? Why? I need your answer. I will not answer it to you. I will not solve it to you, okay? I need your answer. Then you will see answer later on, okay? The second question is here we have, can you think of other examples where two cultures have combined to create a new food? Okay. Can you make a new cultures between, for example, like biryani, whatever that mix between Arab cultures and different people cultures like sushi in China, or spaghetti in Spanish, or something like that? Can you find some cultures mixed between cultures to make a good food for us? Can you find something like that? We have read it before. Do you think that the payment Ruth Wakefield received for her cookie recipe was fair? Do you think it's good or not? Okay. And do you like this food? Do you like that food that we appeared here? Do you like it or not? If you like it, just you say, yes, I like it. If you don't like it, you can say, no, I don't like it. The last question here we have, are the foods good for you? According to your opinion, do you think that food are good for you or bad for you? Do you think that food are healthy or healthier for you or unhealthy? Okay. Referring to the previous paragraphs, I want you to search between lines, to look between lines, to understand and to pick the new words and to pick the answers for these questions. After reading, here we have a questions. Answer the following question. Question number 1. In your own words, okay, explain how popsicle were invented. As I told you, by your own words, okay, you have to write. But before that, I want you to bring a piece of paper and try to answer this question. If you can write a 1 sentence or 2 sentences about that question, you are good and you are perfect, okay, and your understanding ability is so good. But if you don't, you have to read once, twice, and first. You have to read more and more and more until you understand that questions. Okay. The answer of this question is, a boy left a bucket of soda out one cold night with a mixing stick in it, and it froze. Okay, as I told you, gentlemen, okay, the boy, you know, accidentally, he doesn't know what is going on. Just he bring a bowl or bucket, then make a soda border, put it with water, and put the stick inside it. Then after put it inside it, put it outside. After that, in the early morning from the second day, okay, from the day after, okay, he wake up and go to his soda border and water, and he will say he wanted to eat it, and he suddenly see there is a popsicle, and he discovered that. We call it accident. Okay, accident food. Okay, the question number 2. According to your opinion, where was the ice cream cone invented? Where we can find it? This one. This question, where can we find this question? What is the answer of this question? Here we have, gentlemen, and girls, we have the questions here. It was invented at the 1904. Okay, 1904. By the way, gentlemen and girls, if you read this numbers, okay, you have to read it 2 by 2. Okay, for example, 1904. Don't say 1904. No, this is not good way to read this numbers. Okay, you have to read it 2 by 2. Okay, for 19, okay, then 04. Okay, 1904. Then Louis World's Fair. Okay, the other questions here we have: how did Syrian culture contribute to the invention of the ice cream cone? How? As I told you, gentlemen and girls, how can we mix between two cultures to make a good food for us? Can you imagine that? Can you discover that? Can you cooperate with your other friends from different countries, okay, to make or to discover different food or something like that? If you can do that, you will be, inshallah, you will be rich and you will be fine. Maybe you will change your life and your family. Okay, here we have here the answer of this. A Syrian immigrant, okay, named Ernst Hemingway rolled up his pastry to make a cone for the ice cream. As I told you, a Syrian immigrant, okay, he is working beside and next to the person who discovered that ice cream. Then he make the pastry, okay, put it in ice cream inside it. Then he gave it to the other people and the people accept it, and he can make a contribution between two different cultures. Question number 4, gentlemen and girls. Here we have: what did Ruth Wakefield get from Nestle in exchange for her recipe? Here we have the question here. She received a lifetime supply of chocolate chips. She received a lifetime supply of chocolate chips. Okay. Now, question number 5. Why did George Crumb originally created the potato chip? He was frustrated from the customer. And why? Because he cut the potatoes into a thick. Then he said, I have to give him a good lesson. I have to cut it in a slice, okay, to cut it in a slice, in a small and thin, okay, not thick, in a thin pieces, okay. After that, all the customer come to him, and we will see the answer here. Okay, here we have: because a customer complained about his French fries being too soggy. Okay, Crumb was going to teach him a lesson by giving him a very crispy French fries. As I told you, he tried to make it in a slice and not in thick one, but it is in thin way. Okay, here we have to go to discover or to talk about this one, gentlemen. Okay, here, why do you think that the customer is upset and confusing about frustrating about the man who is the chef that is cutting this slides into a thick one? Because he cannot eat it. And now you can see that international word, and it is could be, we call it French fries, and all the people in all big and huge restaurants, they can find that in the menu. We can find that potatoes chip or French fries as in the menu. By the way, gentlemen, what I wanna from you, okay, try to find something is not difficult for you, but it is easy for you. I need you to cooperate between you and your friends, you and your brothers, you and your sisters, okay, to make a accidental food discovery. If you make that, maybe your life will be changed. Maybe you will be wealthy, and maybe you will rich man. Just make, and you have to use brainstorming. You have to use critical thinking. When you use critical thinking in this way, gentlemen and girls, you are able to discover what is going on. Please don't think inside the box. I want you to think outside the box. When you think outside the box, you are able to bring something for you. By the way, I'm coming to end this lesson. what I want you from you, gentlemen and girls, I want you to look at your book and to study hard about that one and try to think deeply about critical thinking about unaccidental food. And at the end, I have to say thank you, and it's my pleasure time to be with you. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.